Alrighty, yo, we back with another one. Um another reaction video. And today we finna react to best Tupac songs of all time. Alrighty, so this is by the homie Amir. Shout out to the homie Amir. Make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel and the likes up and the views up and the comments up and all that good stuff. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Shall we? Let's not waste no time. This is 40 minutes. Goddamn. 40 minutes!
$40.
40 minutes! But anyways, though, without further ado, let's get right into this.
Alright, so boom. If you dislike me slandering Pac in my worst Tupac songs video, then oh well, you gotta deal with it. If you can't handle someone saying Tupac has some mid or flat out bad songs, then you gotta grow up. Because every artist has misses in their catalog. But on the other hand, Tupac has a lot of heat in his catalog. And all of the songs that I do enjoy by him is what I'm going to talk about right now. Check out the video of the worst Tupac songs in the description and pinned comment. Now, the guilty pleasure tier are songs that, although I like them, I can admit they're bad or weaker tracks. So essentially, these songs would be in the trash or the weak tier if I didn't like them. Fortunately, Pac has no songs where that's the case. All of the songs I like from him, I think are at least decent, and thus, the decent tier. These are songs by Pac I enjoy, but they just aight. When I call a song decent, it's me saying this is a song that I like, but I don't feel that strongly about it. I wouldn't even call these good songs. Like, they're passable. I think they're just cool to have on. So, let me show y'all my decent Tupac songs. I know, saying that this song is just okay is blasphemous. All puns intended, right? I have to be honest, this song is only in the decent tier because of the beat, the first verse, and simply that the song just sounds cool overall. But man, I gotta be real as can be. I do not care at all about all of the religious connotations in this song. Given that Machiavelli didn't believe in traditional, widely practiced Christianity, it was no issue for him to get on this song and point out different issues he had with the belief system. And he even has joking lines about God not coming back to save people and saying people are a lost cause if they think they're getting into heaven. Man, all of that makes this song kinda uninteresting to me. If Machiavelli's delivery wasn't so strong and fit so well with this beat, I would probably think this song is very boring. This is a song I would throw in the mid tier. Low key. This is a song I throw in the mid tier, low key. Main songs where I do not care about Pac's performance. I enjoy this song for the production, That Boy Deadly Threat, and the hook. Punk bitch, how you like me now? Can't fuck around with the funky styles. The first verse by Pac is one of the weakest verses I've ever heard from him. Threat was just a breath of fresh air on this track, and he made it way more enjoyable than Pac did. Now, on the opposite of what I just said, this was the first song I came across while working on this video that made me think the featured artist could have got the hell on somewhere. I would have enjoyed this song more if it was just two Pac verses. Stretch's verse didn't have the nice setup for storytelling like Pac's first verse did. His was just, oh yeah, this dude has been trying to play some games with me, so the next time I saw him, he invited me and Pac inside his apartment, and we just robbed him and killed him. Like, that was such a mediocre verse to me. Although he's listed as a feature, Stretch thankfully doesn't have a verse here. The hook on this song is just him saying, haha, yeah, these bitch ass niggas can't mess with you too. And then Pac kept saying, you punk mofos are about to get the dick of a lunatic. I'm surprised y'all let him slide with that. This song is just aight though. Now, what I'm about to say may be crazy to y'all, but I enjoyed the intro by Pac more than the entire rest of the song. The verses are fine, the beat from DJ Quick is fine, but man, my favorite part of this whole thing is easily, now the real niggas gonna be the ones with money and bitches. The pussy's gonna be the niggas on the floor bleeding. Now everybody keep your eyes on the prize, cause the ride get tricky. So you got some niggas on your side, they say they're your friends, but in real life, they're your enemies. And then you got some motherfuckers, they say they're your enemies, but in real life, their eyes is on your money. That whole intro rant was funny and real. Niggas get their neck broke daily, trying to stay jail free. Although I understand why Pac did it because it helped to get the point across more, the repetition of a lot of the lines in this track is why it's not higher. He asked who's the biggest gang in the city like 4 or 5 times in the song. And then the outro is just the Rodney King line from Soldier Story being played 10 times. I get the meaning behind the song, it's cool, but the repetitiveness drags it down. I only like the song because it sounds nice. It's from the rebel of the underground. Although I think the overall song is just aight, this third verse is hard. That third verse is one of the best verses on the whole album. The first two are very simple, with him just saying, I'm a lyrical lunatic, a maniac MC, I won't stand down for people trying to silence me. But in the third, he specifically talks about a big reason why he is the way he is because he's not trying to be similar to other rappers. When you rap about real shit, people get silent. So instead, they sell their soul and become gangster rappers because rapping about violence is what sells. But me, Tupac, I'm not going for that. My message and my music is going to get out there whether I sell a lot of copies or not. That verse is heat, bruh.
Oh, come on.
This is most certainly one of those tracks where I just like the beat and the overall sound of the track makes it cool enough to have on. Machiavelli putting the Outlaws on here was just a travesty. Castro had the best verse amongst the Trash Laws members, but that nigga Napoleon, bruh. The final verse of this song by Napoleon was a whole jumbled mess of him just saying anything. Songs like Life of an Outlaw is what makes me look at people crazy when they say the 7 Day Theory is a better album than All Eyes on Me. Easily one of the most paranoid songs in Pac's whole catalog. This entire track is about his fear of dying and him expecting to be killed at any moment, to the point where he says he's not even going to bother committing suicide and taking himself out the game because somebody else is going to get me at some point anyway. This man just knew his time was limited. I really dislike the chorus though. Them just playing clips from the movie American Me, it made this hook have no impact. This is one of them ones that I went, it's straight. I didn't care for the whom the bomb McClyde, whom the corner tried to take mine. Order me serious right now. I know when I blow the cloud playing no game. I dead ass would have enjoyed this chorus more if that wasn't on here, you know? And also, I feel Pac didn't do anything new or special on this track, especially on that third verse where he, for the gazillionth time, talked about, ever since my birth on this earth, I've been cursed. I had to hustle and make my paper to get out of those conditions. I'm like, bro, you've already said this on every verse you've ever recorded. Only God can judge me. Only God can judge me. He says the exact same thing on here too. I've been trapped since birth, cautious cause I'm cursed. Oh my goodness. But my thing with Only God Can Judge Me is that these verses were really good. The second verse on this song from Pac is one of the best verses this man has ever wrote, with him describing his feelings in the hospital after getting shot and him mentioning the nightmares he was having afterwards. Amazing.
We all know the top verse from here. They say it's the white man I should fear, but it's my own kind doing all the killers here. Can't lie, ain't no love for the other side. Come on, dog. That was that was some of the realest shit Pac ever spoke, bruh. Some of the realest shit Pac ever spoke. And they saying it's the white man I should fear, but it's my own kind doing all the killing here. The realest fucking line from this man ever.
Amazing verse. This song is only in the decent tier because the hook is kind of obnoxious to me. Like I said for the California Love remix that I have in the mid tier, that loud ass synthesizer, only God can judge me now, all of that kind of bugs me. You know who would have sounded lovely on this hook? Nate Dogg. I wish this was a Nate Dogg feature because just that sound, they trying to say that I don't care. Nate Dogg would have added some West Coast flavor like nobody else could. But this song is honestly nothing special to me. I completely understand the anger that was coursing through Pac due to all the allegations and whatnot, but it's still a simple track about y'all just messing with me because y'all jealous and y'all want to see a player fail. Y'all can't stand to see a young black male winning. I don't think this song was anything crazy. In the city, you don't know who to trust. The bitch slips that shit.
She's so scandalous. She's so scandalous. She's so scandalous. Nah, this would be in my top 5. This would be in my top 5 of Tupac songs. Ranking wise, this would be in the top 5. I don't know if it'd be 5 or 4, but it'll be right in that area, the 5 and 4 area.
And speaking of Nate Dogg, according to him, this track was made in 10 minutes. And if you ask me, you can tell. Nate's contribution to this song is pretty lazy, just repeating the word scandalous a ton of times. And even when it comes to Pac talking about the women being shady, but as the song progresses, he became shady and scandalous from dealing with some type of hoes for so long. This song is the definition of just cool to have on. If I had to knock All Eyes on Me from a 27 song album to a 15 song album, Scandalous with Nate Dogg would be one of the 12 songs I would easily take off.
I'd rather be your N-I-G-G-A.
Something about Pac collabing with Richie Rich, it just doesn't lead to that good of a song. Rather Be a Nigga is one of those songs about wanting to be the side nigga. All that being romantic stuff, taking you out to fancy dinners, your boyfriend can do all that. I'd prefer to just smoke, drink, and have sex with you, that's it. It's nice, but this would be on the chopping block too if I had to remove some songs from All Eyes on Me.
Put your hands up, throw your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up.
This song right here, this a song you use as a joke on niggas. Just like that. This is a song you use as a joke, bro. It's not a song that you would take seriously. This is a song you would use as a joke if you was making fun of a nigga for some odd reason. This would just be the song you would use. I don't know why. Niggas just niggas just quote this song to make fun of niggas. I don't know why niggas do that, but they do.
Per usual, with Machiavelli collabing with the Outlaws, Mac had the best verse. This could have just been a Machiavelli and Val Young collab because her vocals on the hook were cool. I will say this subject matter is kind of creepy because they keep telling chicks, I could take care of you and take you away from all of your pain like a father would. Especially Idi Amin on the first verse, talking about how he knew a girl since she was younger and how he loved her but couldn't touch her yet. Now that she's older, this nigga said, it's my duty to guide her and mold her into the woman I want her to be. This is not romantic at all. This is an extremely strange thing to rap about.
Nigga, that's grooming. Hell no, nigga, that's grooming. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
That's grooming, sir. What the hell?
Police! Police! Help! Police! Help! Police! Help! Help! Police! Help!
That is grooming.
If they meant this song to be about being a protector and mentor for women, then telling her I can be like your daddy is a terrible way to word it.
Looking for some love out with the homies. Shorty wanna be a thug.
This is another song that some people will tell me I'm tripping for saying it's just an okay song, but I think the song just sounds fine. I will admit too though, a confusing thing about Shorty Wanna Be a Thug is that it's not clear which perspective Pac is speaking from. It's like he goes back and forth between speaking from the perspective of the young shorty, and then other lines he's speaking as Pac talking about the young shorty. But my issue is that it's not that seamless on which one is which. There are several lines in this song that makes me go, who's speaking in this moment? Is it Pac or is it the kid? This song has one of the most hippity-flippity lyrical lines I've ever heard on a Machiavelli song. That line where he went, expose foes with my hocus pocus flows, they froze, now suckers out of lies, my chosen blows. I hated that line. It just came off as cringy. The singing hook by Hurt 'Em Bad isn't that great either. I wish it would have had a more passionate performance. But the main reason this song is just decent to me, y'all know those songs where it feels like the artist is trying to recreate the magic of another popular great song they already have? Yeah, that's what this song is. Hold your head, this is just a diet version of every other emotional, I'm just trying to make it through this life, getting past these tough times. All my brothers out there, don't worry, we gonna make it through the struggle together type of song that he's already made. I read somewhere that Snoop D-O-double-G said Pac's work ethic was so crazy that he would knock out a few songs in an hour. Pac would hear the beat, already be ready to go in the booth and spit his verse. Sometimes he'll let other people hop on the song. Then boom, Pac would split and go on to the next track. He wouldn't even listen back in full to what he just made. He'll immediately move on to the next song. I say that to say, Can't See Me is a song that gives me that feeling. I enjoy the song because Pac's energy was on another level and you can hear it. But it's the same bars. Nobody is fucking with me, thug life till I die, these jealous niggas try to kill me. This song comes off like Pac had a pool of lyrics in his brain and that every song he made, he would just grab lyrics from that pool and repeatedly use the same ones and think people wouldn't notice. This being the song that ended All Eyes on Me.
It ain't hard to find.
Songs about how much a lady will have a glorious time if she takes a chance on being with a thug like him. Cool song, but hearing 26 other songs on this album, having this be the finale feels like an arbitrary placement. This should have been in the middle somewhere. Okay, another new tier I have in my song ranking videos is the good tier. Good is between decent and fire. The fire tier are for the songs I think are great, wonderful, magnificent, all of the super top tier songs by an artist. But for the good tier, let me show you guys the Tupac songs that, although I may not think they're incredible or nothing, I still think they're solid, really good songs.
Nah, this one of the few ones where this would go in the weak tier. This would go in the weak tier just because of the beat. The beat just throw you off. That's the only negative about this song. This song would be so much better if the beat was, whoever made this beat had to be on something, bro. You had to be on something, bro. For real.
Stay off the weed.
Like, if you change the beat up and give it like a smooth ass beat and let Pac let Pac and Danny Boy go in on this one, this would be a top tier song, bro. Top tier. but the beat just ruins the vibe of this entire song. Like you can't get into it because the beat is just all over the place.
Yeah, the outro on this song is some nasty shit. That man Pac must have woke up with morning wood one day and said, you know what? This is the perfect time to record a song. This is my inspiration. And this is what we got as a result. This song is regularly regarded as Tupac's worst song of all time. And I get why people would be thrown off by the sexualness of the song, but it's not flat out trash to me. I actually think it's good. Calling this Tupac's absolute worst song is wild to me. He definitely has worse tracks. This is just something to get used to.
This right here. All Eyes on Me, this a personal favorite. This a personal favorite for me. This is a personal favorite. Like if this, like every time I turn All Eyes on Me on, the first song I go to is this one, bro. This is a personal favorite for me. I heard it's the bomb, and you got it going on. That's that shit, nigga. R.I.P. to Jewel. R.I.P. to her, man, cause she did her thing on the fucking hook, bro.
And you got it going on. I am absolutely heartbroken because Thug Passion is my #1 favorite Tupac song of all time. I love this damn song. Oh, I heard it's the bomb. I love Jewel on the chorus, but I have to be 100% honest. Dramacidal, aka the Outlaws, bring this song down a lot. This song is only in the good tier because of the beat, Pac's verse, and Jewel's gorgeous sing on the hook. Edie Amin and Storm were just cool, but Castro and Napoleon, especially Castro, their verses are weak as hell, bruh. Even though this is my #1 favorite Pac track, I'm not about to sit here and lie. Nobody from the Outlaws did anything crazy.
That shit.
Freaky ass nigga. This man really made a whole song talking about how I don't want to be out here just rapping. Hey, that's the life of a famous rapper. These girls just be throwing themselves at me. I'm a man, so I'm gonna crack some of them at some point. Thugs need love too. I really love the hey, 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 hey in the background. And the singing from Easy Mo B on the chorus. Oh, I know you've been searching for someone.
Hey, yo, come
this song
on.
is smooth as hell, despite Pac's freaky ass ways.
What the hell? Come on, bro. You ain't had to play the video, though. Come on, dog. You ain't had to play the video, though.
You freaky ass boy. You freaky ass little dude. Yo, freaky ass on my uncle grave.
You ain't had to play the video, though. Come on. It's that shit,
I'm
too.
usually not that fond of those high frequency ass sounds. I've been mentioned it a few times in these rankings. Sometimes I love it, other times it can get very annoying. This is a song where it works in its favor. Because like I said with Heavy in the Game in the decent tier, this is the bajillionth time where I heard Pac say, I'm smoking weed and drinking Hennessy while I'm steady paranoid about my enemies. I was like, this nigga is not gonna change what he's rapping about. This beat really helped this song. That high frequency sound is the most notable part because it plays non-stop throughout the track. The first and second verse of this song are almost the exact same. First verse, man, we used to be boys, but people grow apart. You chose the dope game, I chose the microphone. But we still friends. If you need anything, I'm there if you call me. Second verse, man, we used to be boys, but you chose to move that cane and I chose rap. But we still homies to the end. If you ever need my assistance, you can call me. I was listening to the second verse going, bro, didn't you just say all of this? But here's my hot take about this song. This hook is very empty. These verses and this production are so dope, but that chorus with the NWA sample, the LL Cool J sample, it doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't hit at all. I would have preferred Pac to rap something or get a singer to sing something. For as nice as this beat and these verses are, this chorus kind of sucks to me. I don't believe the rumors that this song is about Left Eye from TLC. I know that her and Pac had a little thug passion going on for some time, but nah. Calling Can You Get Away a song about his relationship with Left Eye, I think that's a massive reach. I'm sure this is just a general song about wanting a girl that's in an abusive relationship with another man.
No, I don't think this is about Left Eye, because Left Eye was with Tretch. And Tupac and Tretch was like this. It was like this for like a hot minute. I want to say sometime before Pac got shot at the studio and went to jail, because I want to say it was around that time, because him and Tretch was cool, and for everybody that know, if you know that, then you know, Left Eye was with Tretch for a hot minute. So I don't know if that I don't believe that one. No, I I don't think Tupac was messing with Left Eye. No, I don't believe that at all.
A really smooth general song at that. A song like The Streets Are Death Row is not in the fire tier because it doesn't have like that hard hitting factor to make it a really great song. Everything about the song is good, but it's just that good. Dude was only 2 albums in, and already this was the millionth. I can't stress this enough, bro. This nigga, this was already the 15th millionth song about I may be a hoodlum, I may be a lunatic, but society and the streets made me this way. Growing up in the hood ain't easy. I'm glad his lyrics are still good on this song because initially I was like, nigga. This is another one of Tupac's we gotta come together as a people to take down our oppressors. We gotta educate our kids so that the next generation will know how to love the brother man and the other man type of songs. I do like how he pointed out that the reason why Malcolm X is hardly talked about in school books, but Martin Luther King Jr. was talked about all the time, is because Malcolm was perceived as the violent one that had no issues fighting his oppressors, whereas MLK was the one that would turn the other cheek and say not to fight. The school system.
This is what I've been saying for years. And I didn't need Pac to tell me that. I've been knew this. As many book reports as I've done on Malcolm X. Every time we had to do a book report, the guys got to do a book report, but you got to read a book. Autobiography of Malcolm X. All right, you guys, we got to do a book report. But it has to be on somebody influential. An influential figure. Like a president or Malcolm X. I just copy and pasted the same paper I made a couple of months ago. Always got an A. Because what the fuck did I have to change? Nothing.
Did that on purpose as a way to trick children that not fighting back is the way to go. That was a really nice message, and this is a nice smooth beat from Shock G. This song totally sounds like something that would have been on his first album, Tupac Live Now. I say that as a compliment, but this track was another good entry in hearing Machiavelli express what his thoughts were when he was in prison. And mainly, he uses this song to get on his black power stuff and says to men and women, we have to do better amongst each other as black people because we already have the white man going against us every single day. The second verse on White Man's World is a top 5 verse on the entire album. The beat on this song is amazing, and that's what carries it into the good tier.
Yes.
Because this third verse is awful and had no reason being on this song. That verse was the definition of Tupac just rambling and saying stuff. The second verse, where he named over 40 singers and rappers and shouted them out for representing for their hometown as well, the song should have ended after that.
Take a look, picture a crook on his last stand. Motherfuckers don't understand if I died or not.
The first song on Me Against the World, and this is the first Pac song that's overly morbid. Pac has mentioned dying in previous songs, but it was always under the guise of, I'ma spread my message and my music until one day my ops or the popos take me out. If y'all don't want me fighting for my rights for my fellow black people, y'all just gonna have to kill me then, because I ain't shutting up. But this song is fully about how him being at war with his enemies all the time causes him to think about dying pretty often. It isn't as OD morbid as So Many Tears, but it's still good. Ice Cube actually has my least favorite verse on this song. He still sounded cool enough, but his lyrics weren't as hard hitting as the other two. Shout out to Bobcat on the production. This track is just enriched in that old school sound, and everyone's flow was on point to match it.
These are really shit I ever wrote against all odds.
Now, hear me out. Some people will call this one of the more underrated diss songs in rap. Some people have this over Hit 'Em Up. Yeah, ask around. Some people will tell you they think this is a better song than Hit 'Em Up, especially because this song doesn't.
Nah, Bomb First got a little bit more validity than Hit 'Em Up does. Hit 'Em Up is just disrespectful because of the sickle cell shit. Like, if he didn't say the sickle cell shit at the end, if he didn't say the sickle cell shit at the end, I don't think people would have took. I think people would have put Hit 'Em Up in a different. But the fact that he started off with "I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker," and then he talked about a nigga having sickle cell. Complete disrespect. But Against All Odds is definitely right there, though.
And feature the As Laws. Now, although Machiavelli was going off on all these people, P. Diddy, Mobb Deep, Stretch, Haitian Jack, and definitely Nas, this song is just missing that heavy impact to me. It's good. It's actually the second best closing song on the Machiavelli album, but still, this song doesn't make me go, this goes crazy. Machiavelli wasn't playing with y'all niggas.
That's because Bomb First is his best diss track. Let's be real about it. I think we need to have that discussion. Bomb First is Pac's best diss track. I think we can get that out the way right now. Bomb First is way harder. The aggression is there. The voice is there. The beat is just sinister. The intro and how it starts off. Yeah, I put Bomb First over Hit 'Em Up. Most definitely. But I understand why people say Hit 'Em Up because the disrespect is definitely there.
Doesn't hit that hard.
You can run the streets with your dog.
This is one of those songs I wish was on the fire tier. I wish I liked it more than what I did. Because Michelle did her motherfucking thing on here. It's a simple song telling ladies to not be all up under their man, questioning his whereabouts 24/7. Let me do my own thing while I'm outside, and I promise I'll treat you good when I get home. I honestly think Michelle and the production from the legendary Johnny J are the highlights here.
Free like OJ all day.
Speaking of rolling, this is certainly a good song to put on when you're driving, cruising. This Johnny J beat is smooth. And Big
Syke, coming from overseas.
He probably has my favorite verse whenever he gets on a Pac song. Hearing him rap is like listening to a thuggish, ruckish cartoon character rap. All that jealousy and envy coming from my enemies while I'm sipping on Remy. Hey, Big Syke is goated, dog.
We gotta go.
My behavior is crazy from what you did to me, baby. If walls can talk, they say you tried to fade me. Check Out Time is a cool semi-storytelling track where Pac, Big Syke, and Corrupt rap about a wild night that they had with some bitches that they was messing around with in a hotel. Similar to Picture Me Rolling, this song has really soothing, chill production. So I believe it's an easy song to enjoy just off of the calming sound it has.
Eyes on me, nigga. Life is a thug, nigga. To the day I die, live my life is the boss. Eyes on
it ain't
me.
right, parasite triggers and fleas crawling. Look, there are some immature people out there at this point that may call me a big Syke glazer, especially for when I say this. I actually like Big Syke's single verse more than both of Pac's verses. And the reason that is, and y'all Tupac heads not gonna want to admit this is low-key a very basic performance from Pac. People who call this song amazing and stuff, like I really don't know how. This song is just
I mean, that's your opinion.
Another track.
That's your opinion.
About being paranoid, people being after him. I gotta focus on my money. Until I die, I'm gonna be a boss player. I'm gonna be super honest with y'all. If Big Syke wasn't on here and this was a solo Pac record, I wouldn't even like this song. It's good, but is it fantastic? I don't think so, because Pac raps.
I don't agree with that at all. But it's your opinion though. You entitled to your own opinion, but I don't agree with that statement at all. This would be good whether you have Syke on it or not. It's still a good song. The feds is watching. Niggas plotting to kill me while I survive or I die. Niggas, let's picture. Come on, dog. Pac snapped on this one. I don't care what you say. Pac snapped on this one. Miss me with it. Miss me with that bullshit.
Same thing on every song he make.
Oh, this a one I love. This is one I love sometimes and I hate sometimes. Like I love it at certain points and then I hate it at certain points. I'm very wish-washy with this song. This is one of the few Pac songs I'm very wish-washy with. Like I love it at times and then I hate it at times.
Okay, so if you've been paying attention to the good tier, especially the past couple of minutes, you would have noticed that there's a gang of songs from All Eyes on Me in here. Let me say something really quick. Is this album a classic? Hell yes. It's legendary. I personally recommend the album to anyone. It has many good songs on the album. But that's my issue with it. A lot of the songs on this album are just good. Not phenomenal, not incredible. You reach a point where it's a long stretch of just solid, good songs. Stuff like this is why this album gets slandered for having filler. In my honest opinion, you're going to reach a point where you listen to like 6 songs in a row and go, you know, these are good, but I'm not really blown away by anything. Now, if it ain't too hard to find, a full-blown West Coast collab is fine with me if it's going to be over banger production like this. All of these fellas got on the track saying, hey, if any of my ops got an issue with me, if any of you want to settle any problems you have with me, then come see me then. I ain't hard to find. I like the confrontational topic because this is certainly how real life can be. A man will definitely have a whole issue with you and never tell you about it. It's time to see what MC New York songs are in the fire tier. These are all the great, phenomenal, incredible. Any songs that are above just good is in this tier. Let me know what Tupac songs you would have in your fire tier. In your opinion, what are the greatest Tupac tracks? Now, very conveniently, we have 20 songs in this tier. So here we go, everybody. In no order, in Amir's honest opinion, these are the top 20 best Tupac Shakur songs of all time. This is my second favorite song on the entire All Eyes on Me album, only behind I Heard It's the Bomb. Trading War Stories is a great posse cut, with each artist sharing their experiences on why they grew up to be the thuggish, murderous people that they turned out to be. Mike Mosley and Rick Rock only produced 2 songs on the album, and this one is one of the best beats on the entire tape. Lastly, this is another time where Pac did not have the best verse on the song. That title belongs to the 5th verse by Napoleon. If you don't think Napoleon had the best verse here, then you're just capping.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
It doesn't surprise me that this hook being so amazing is because it's a sample of a Grand Poobah line. His second album, 2000, got some jams on there. This whole track is Pac thanking all of the old school hip hop legends from his time, thanking them for all of the great music they made, because if it wasn't for him growing up on their music, he would have been an entirely different person. Something very funny I realized about this song though, this song was made in 93, 94. Pac was referring to some stuff as old school rap that was only a few years old. Like, he was naming stuff that dropped in 87, 89, and calling it old school, when that was only 5 or so years before he made the song.
Well, there was a big transitional shift around that time, like 87, 86, like, yeah, that was a different time frame for hip hop. Like, once NWA came out, everything shifted.
Being in the early 90s and calling stuff that came out in the late 80s old school is kind of funny to me. One of the greatest rap songs about the hoes, Tupac's breakout song too. Back in 93, this was the song that introduced most people to Tupac Shakur himself. And I will say, this was a great song to be Pac's breakout hit. Very fun track, production and chorus makes it outrageously catchy, and this is one of Pac's most quotable songs. When this track comes on, you just gotta rap along to it as it's playing.
No matter where I go,
I see the same hoe.
Another one of the best rap songs about the hoe.
Every other city we go. Every other video.
When I
No matter where I go, I see the same hoe.
Get this boy out of here. Songs like this make you miss Nate Dogg so much, man.
Facts.
Nate Dogg is like the Bernie Mac of the rap world. When you just see a film he's in, when you just hear a song he's on, it just hurts, man. You be like, oh man, we lost him. Creating an iconic hook is what that man was known for.
Facts. How do you want it?
Another one of the greatest
JoJo.
This is probably the best rap song ever about the hoes. This song is legendary, man. This beat from Johnny J is flawless. Casey and JoJo singing was flawless. How do you want it? Yeah, yeah. Them boys was singing their heart out on
Yes.
Bro, you just instantly get in a good mood hearing this track. As soon as you hear those drums at the beginning, bro, you already know what time it is. Funny enough, though,
My biggest gripe with this song is the fact that there's like an updated version and they cut out Dolores Tucker part. And I hate the fact that they do that, bro. They cut her name out for some odd reason. I don't know why they did that. Like, leave this song alone. Stop trying to PC it up and try to make it fit in with the times now because y'all so sensitive now. Stop messing with shit, bro. Y'all doing this shit to a lot of fucking songs, bro. It's a lot of fucking songs where y'all just trying to PC it up now because y'all still trying to sell the fucking record. So what if he disrespected some lady, bro? The lady, who gives a fuck? Didn't nobody like Dolores Tucker. Be real. Nobody liked Dolores Tucker. Nobody give a fuck what she was talking about. Be real. Dolores Tucker, you's a motherfucker. Instead of trying to help a nigga, you destroy a brother. What's than the other? Come on, dog. Fuck out of here.
actually sitting down and listening to this song for this video, I learned that this song is not fully about women. Throughout my whole life, I thought this was a whole song about doing sexual stuff with the ladies and whatnot. The real truth is, Pac only talks about women for the first verse and then the first half of the second verse. Starting with the second half of the second verse, he doesn't even talk about women for the entire rest of the song. For those of you who didn't know that either, go look at the lyrics for the third verse. There is not one line about the hoes. I was speckle dorked when I found that out. Partially what I said about how do you want it applies here too, about how there's a whole verse that's kind of off topic from the rest of the song. Pac, Aaron, Danny, Casey, and JoJo all sing and rap about sex for 3 minutes, and then the last minute of the song is a whole diss verse to Dr. Dre. In this case, there's a reason behind it, because of the whole cease and desist thing from this song sounded similar to Blackstreet's No Diggity, which was produced by Dre. So I get why the off-topic verse is here. A super eerie thing about this music video is that it was filmed the day before he got shot in Vegas. That is insane. Watching this music video, that's like the only thing that was on my mind was, wow, he really got fatally shot the very next day. That is very sad.
I bet you.
They call you bitch. They wonder why they call you bitch.
Even though I think the OG demo version with Faith Evans sounds better, it doesn't matter because this is a great song regardless. The message of this song still rings incredibly true to this day. Pac speaks to all of the women out there with low self-respect, the promiscuous girls, and he just flat out tells them, yo, you can't be surprised that people don't respect you and be calling you a bitch or a hoe. You out here having sex with dudes for money, you spending your welfare check on getting your hair done. I love women, but come on now, who is going to respect you or any woman that acts like that?
Mad at you. Man, this song right here, man, this a hard song to listen to now because I was sitting in the car for an hour crying, dog. After my dad's funeral, bruh, I was sitting in the car crying my eyes out to this song for like a whole hour on repeat, bruh. Like I literally drove off. I forgot where I went, but I went somewhere where you can just park your car and just be ducked off. I had to let my tears out because I couldn't show my thug tears at the funeral. I couldn't do it. For some odd reason, something was just telling me, don't cry in front of these niggas. Don't show these niggas your tears. I'm like, nigga, this your family, though. It's like, nah, don't do it. And I couldn't do it. But once I got in the car, drove off somewhere, pulled over to the side, bruh, because the shit was just building up in me that entire fucking day. I had to let my tears out, bruh, and I had to do it in private. I don't know why I'm like that, but I just am. Like, I know some people be like, you got some issues that you need to work out. You ain't got to be masculine all the time. Shut the fuck up, pussy. I do what the fuck I want to do. Fuck you. If I don't want to shed my thug tears in public, that's what I don't want to fucking do. Don't fucking come at me like that. Cause you a sensitive, feminine ass nigga. Fuck out of here. Go paint your nails, girlfriend. Fuck out of here, nigga.
Shout out to Danny Boy for the smooth vocals, but I have to be honest, this second verse is pretty confusing and I don't see how it fits the meaning. Because the first verse is him talking about a homie he grew up with that got sent up to YA, came out all swole, converted to Islam, and now he barely wants to spend time with Pac. The third verse, Pac is talking about himself and how people he grew up with switched up on him when he got famous and left the hood. They were calling him fake and even tried to kill him. Pac is telling those people, I ain't even mad at y'all. But this second verse doesn't really make sense. He talks about Desiree Smith and that they used to get into some shit together, but Pac got arrested, and then Desiree promised that she would hold him down and not smash anyone else. And when Pac got out of jail, he said the first thing he was going to do was have sex with Desiree. But I don't see why he said the homies want to kick it, but I'm just laughing at you because you was a down ass bitch and I ain't mad at you. What reason would you have to be mad at her? This girl didn't do anything for him to be saying, hey, I ain't mad at you. I don't get why he said that. Maybe one of you lyric song analyst people can let me know, but the second verse doesn't match the other two in my opinion. Thank you to the almighty El Shaddai that the Outlaws were not on this song. Apparently this song was supposed to feature them, but none of the Outlaws members had a verse ready in time, but Badass did have one ready, so he was allowed to be on the track. And Badass did his damn thing. I turned to my elders, they aged in experience, but they can't even tell you or tell me that they'll be light at the end of the road, cause they don't even know. That electric guitar on the chorus, oh my god. Crazy is a top 20 Tupac song of all time, and I believe to my core that this song would have got ruined heavily if the Outlaws were on here.
Most definitely, you gotta put this on here. You gotta put this on here, bro.
I was today years old when I found out that this was a one verse song, and that singing of Brenda only occurs at the beginning. I assumed this was structured like a normal song, 3 verses, the hook plays 3 times. No sir, this song is one long verse, and this one long beautiful verse, one of the best storytelling songs in hip hop history. The true story behind it makes it more heartbreaking, and Tupac did a great job painting that picture of the harsh realities that some young girls can end up in due to neglect and lack of resources from society and even their own family. This song was almost in the good tier off of the fact that I wasn't a big fan of the hook. This is a phenomenal storytelling song. The verses and the beat are great, but that goddamn and with the record scratches too. I can't stand that shit. There's an uncredited feature on the song named Angelique who rapped the second verse, and her verse was great, even though you can tell Pac wrote it for her. Every day I make class and yet I'm still missing periods. That was cold. Another hot take incoming. Although I don't like the hook that much, this is the best song on Tupac's first album. And yes, that means I'm putting it over Brenda's Got a Baby.
Track.
I love the story in the second verse of this song about Pac being harassed by the policeman, but then Pac told the police that they fucked around and found out, you on the wrong street, player. That police brutality stuff ain't gonna fly on this block. And then the cop is the one who got killed, and Pac didn't even feel bad about it either. How can I feel guilty after all the things they did to me, sweating me, hunting me, trapped in my own community? This whole song is great, but I like that second verse the most.
It's just me against the world, baby.
The
It's just me against the
introduction of
world.
Outlaws, who would soon take it amongst themselves to taint every Pac song that they ever touched. But for their first shot, Gaddafi, I didn't care for her, but Idi Amin's verse was dope. The samples on this song are dope, and Pac took this track to really speak to the youth, telling them to believe in themselves and fight for a change. It's up to y'all to make this world a better place and not settle for the corrupt hell that we're already living in. The young niggas nowadays don't have anyone like Pac to listen to. Who are they gonna take advice from nowadays? J.Cole?
Remember how it was
J.Cole?
to be a young nigga.
Me Against the World, the song, had like half the track be about talking to younger people to create a better world for themselves. This entire song, Young Niggas, is about that topic. This was a wonderful song about how shouty the streets ain't no place to be. I'm telling you because it's too late for me, so be better than me. Pac understands how easy it is to get caught up in the thug life when you're in the ghetto. But at the end of the day, it's up to you to be smarter and have your priorities straight. Bruh, I made a community post asking people if they had to knock Me Against the World down from a 14-song album to a 10-song album, what songs would they get rid of? Half the people that responded to the post said they would take off Young Niggas. I'm over here like, what? He's the kind of G that everybody knows. This that shit.
LA, it's a way to be.
Also known as California Love Part 2. This has always been my favorite song on the Don Illuminati. This is one of the songs that was going in the fire tier without question. Machiavelli made sure to always show love to the West Coast since he spent so much time there. And I love Val Young's humming on the track. That was a good addition. This song was reportedly made in just 2 hours. Machiavelli and Val rapped and sung their parts in just one take. Making a song in 2 hours is not inherently some positive thing, but when it leads to a great song like this, then yes, it's certainly a positive.
How many brothers fell victim to the streets? Rest in peace, young nigga. That's a heaven for a
Tupac
G.
songs that my opinion has never changed on. From the very first moment I heard this song years ago, I've always loved it. Life Goes On is beautiful. Pretty much any emotional track where you're mourning the loss of a homie or a loved one is destined to be a great song. Could y'all imagine someone making a song about how sad they are that one of their homies died and then the song ended up being ass? That would be crazy.
Niggas out there jealous 'cause we be bailing.
She's not credited as a feature, but man, Nancy Fletcher's vocals are impossible to not sing back when the song is playing. She's
This would be a mid song for me. This a meh, not a mid, but a meh. It's like, if it come on, I might listen to it. I might not. It depends. If I feel like pressing the skip button, I'm gonna press that skip button. But if I don't want to press the skip button, I'm gonna just let it ride out. Like, yeah, this ain't it for me, Chief. Nah.
He sounded terrific on here. We be mobbing through the neighborhood. And Pac didn't let up on this song. He let everybody know he wanted to smoke. After the quad shooting incident and after the rape case, he just came to the realization that you really can't trust nobody in this world. Not these bitches, not your own friends, and especially not the police. This is one of the songs that grew on me once I actively listened to it. Just hearing it casually, I went, yeah, this song is alright. But once I listened to what the song was about, I went, whoa. The fuck I mean this song was just alright. This was amazing. The hurtful emotions you experience from not having your father in your life is something that, unfortunately, a lot of black children can relate to. And those feelings you have are exaggerated when your father tries to return in your life after decades. Not everybody is open to welcoming back a parent that left them when they was younger. That will make you go, nah, motherfucker. Like, don't try to show up now. You left me and my mama alone because you didn't want us. So don't ask me how my life is going. You don't really care. This song is easily top 3 on the Strictly for the Dumpster album.
Dear mama.
The song that millions of black men play every year on Mother's Day. This song is literally a staple to put on every time you think about my Dukes. Whether you have a close relationship with your mother or not, every brother out there has had that moment where they think about their mom and go, man, that's still my mother right there though. This song is absolutely beautiful. I wouldn't blame anyone for thinking that this is Tupac's #1 best song, but for me, the next song is still better. Although this tier is not in any order like I mentioned, I do think, however, that this final song is the best Tupac song of all time. The reason I saved this song as the final one in the video is because I'm sure you all have heard the phrase, saving the best for last. Although Thug Passion is my favorite song, Keep Your Head Up is Tupac's #1 best song, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yes, you can look at it as Tupac's simping song, since 90% of the track is him catering to women's emotions and about how men need to treat women better, because if we don't do better as men now, the next generation of men are going to grow to be women haters and women abusers, and we can't have it. Especially because this song came out in the 90s, I think that's a very important message for someone of
low key. He predicted the future with this one song. This one song, he predicted the entire fucking future. It's sad. It's sad too when you think about it. He was warning us back in '93. Let's not go down this route, but here we are, 2024. We done went down that route.
Tupac's stature to get across. Dave Hollister sounded wonderful, Tupac was wonderful, and overall, this song will forever be legendary.
Alrighty, that's just go about do it for this one. Shout out to the homie Amir for sure, man. Shout out to the homie Amir. Make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel and likes up and views up, the comments up, and all that good stuff. And yeah, man, that's just gonna about do it for this one. Yeah, I'd say this was this some of his best work by far. I'm still putting a couple of songs from there, like what was not on here. Bomb First definitely going over here. It's about 2 or 3 songs from here on this video that I'm throwing in the other video, but for the most part, I'm throwing Bomb First over here, and I'm throwing So Many Tears over here. Ain't no fucking way. Yep, yeah, I'm throwing those 2 over here for sure. And Ambitions as a Rider is going over here as well. I don't care. Yeah, it's a couple of songs over on the last video that should be in this video, but I digress. Though it's a mirror list. Let them have it. You know what I'm saying? I got my own opinion. This is his opinion. I got my own opinion. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It is what it is. But anyway, so that's just gonna about do it for this one, man. I will see you all in the next video. Yeah. If I had to say like my top 5 Pac songs personally, like I said, So Many Tears is #1. I've stated that so many times. So Many Tears is my #1. Number 2 would definitely be Keep Your Head Up. Number 3. Number 3. Number 3, it's gotta be a player song. So I gotta put a player song on here. So if I had to put for number 3 is All About You. Number 4. Damn, I forgot what number 4 was. It was one of the songs that was on here. It was one of the songs on here. I already forgot. But 5, I know 5 for sure is Dear Mama. 5 for sure is Dear Mama. I forgot the 4th song. Damn, how I forget the 4th song? Oh well, fuck it. I'm finna go, man. I got shit to do. Alright, see y'all in the next video. Till then. Peace out. I'm getting old. I'm getting really old. I hate this shit. I'm really losing my memory. I'm literally getting short-term memory. I'm getting old. I don't do drugs. I don't even drink like that. But for some odd reason, I be having short-term. I don't know why. All right, man. I'm out, man. Bye.